Hey everybody, let's get started with your bar class for today. You're going to bring your hands to your hips or to your waist, and you're going to start to lift those knees. Little marches here, lift up. And up, pointed toes, belly in. Inhale, exhale. Arms come to that goal pose position. Elbows in line with shoulders, wrists right above those elbows. Add a press up here and up. Any back injuries, if you're pregnant, you're going to stay right here. Otherwise, you're going to add a twist and twist. Pointed toes, belly in. Do these for a few more, about 30 more here. We're gonna come down to our mats and we're gonna do some tricep dips, okay? So we're gonna start with working the backs of our arms. We're gonna warm up our entire body, and then we're gonna move to some shoulder work to finish off class. All you're gonna need are some light weights, heavier weights if you'd like, for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on to your hands. Fingertips face your seat, then turn them out slightly to the side so they're more at 10 and 2 than at 12. Lift your seat off the ground, shift your weight back. Start to bend your elbows, down with a hold. Down hold. You need more support? Drop your seat, down with a hold. Down hold. Still too much on your wrist? Grab a single heavy weight, arms up, down with a hold. Down hold. Just like that. Down hold. Okay, if you're taking this option, maybe try and watch a video where I do that option so you remember the cues, but elbows together, elbows right over those shoulders, elbows in your peripheral vision. Faster to finish, pulse and pulse, pulse and pulse. In this position, you want your ribs to brush your upper arm. So shift that weight back. It's okay if your seat is almost touching the ground. 10 more counts here. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Have a seat, cross your ankles, just roll, give those wrists out a little roll. And then lie down, bring your legs into tabletop, interlace your fingertips behind your head, lift up your head, neck, and shoulders, extend your legs straight, arms come down, and pump. 100 of these. Okay, if you need more support, drop your knees into a tabletop position, heel in line with knee. You need more support, pop one leg down. More support, both legs. Okay? Now everyone's shoulders should be off the mat. Everyone's bellies are pulled in. So if you can look at your shirt, you should be developing little wrinkles in your shirt, which shows you're pulling your belly in. If you took one leg option, switch legs now. Hardest option, legs straight, maybe drop them an inch. Try and get those legs nice and straight, a little lower than you want to. Shoulders 1 inch higher. Last 20 here, pump, 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 pump. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, knees into chest, rock side to side, rest your head. Then roll on over, come onto the balls of your feet, forearm plank. Option right leg bent in half, flex your foot, little punches up to the ceiling, up and up. If you don't want to take the option, don't take the options. You should only do what makes sense for your body today. You can also hold in stillness, or if you need more support, drop to your knees. If you took the leg option, switch legs. If you're on your knees, you can add a little hamstring work by pulling your left heel in, just like that. So you're still getting a little more work, but you're holding in a position where you can hold your plank. 10 more than 10 counts to finish. It's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lower that foot, hold here. 10, 9, straight legs. 8, shoulders right over elbows, belly in, hips tuck. Last 2, take that child's pose. Palms face the ceiling, thumbs pull down toward the mat. Inhale, exhale. Last set, we're doing pulses in your push-up position. Hands wider than your shoulders, fingers come inward. Pulses are hard, so I like to do these on my knees. Pull your heels to your seat. You can pop onto the balls of your feet, bend your arms halfway, pulse it out. Pulse, pulse, and pulse. Try and get a little lower instead of staying up here on the balls of your feet. Come to your knees and then come to your lowest point. You're going to take a child's pose on 1. Last 10 counts. 9, 8, belly in, hips tucked for 3, 2, and take that child's pose. Palms face the ceiling, thumbs pull down toward the mat. Inhale, exhale. Roll on up. If your weights are handy, pick them up before you come to standing for your bicep set. Hands face me, elbows pull into your waist, hands are facing out. Curl up and down, up and down, up. Simple movement just to get us right into it. Now you don't have to use weights, you could use no weights at all. So don't feel any pressure to use weights. Those are totally optional. Inhale and exhale. Now hold those arms halfway up, little pulses up, up. All right, it's a very simple choreography, right? You're just squeezing this bicep. I'm gonna come into profile. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. Our bellies are in, Slight tuck of that tailbone, shoulder blades pull back, okay? So we're doing all those things together to really make sure that we're working into our core even though we're in a standing position. Inhale, exhale. Last 8 counts, palms face the ceiling. 7, 6, 5, 4. Keep facing the same direction. I'm gonna come into profile. We're gonna do bicep curls into tricep extensions. If you have heavy weights, try and keep your weights. We're not gonna hold in that tricep position for too long. Pull your elbows into your side, pull your weights toward your shoulder. If you have weight, they might be touching your shoulder. Now feel where your elbow is, keep it there, extend and bend. So tricep, bicep, tricep, bicep. Each time you move your arm, I want you to think of the muscle you're working. That's gonna increase the efficiency of the workout. Actually think of squeezing your bicep in and then think of extending your arm completely straight to work into that tricep. Since we're moving at a fairly quick pace, your tricep should be able to do this weight, but if it feels too heavy, switch to lighter weights or no weights at all. You do not have to use weights for this set. Try and relax those shoulders. Give me 20 tricep pulses up, just 20 here. I know those weights are heavy. Just try. Last 10 counts. 9, 8, 7, chest is proud. For 4, 3, back to single counts. We curl in and out. Soft bend in those knees. Weight is in the balls of your feet. In and out. Big squeeze. Extend. Big squeeze. Extend. Squeeze that weight toward your shoulder all the way straight. It's like your elbow is stuck in space. It's just a joint that's moving around, that is not moving while your forearm moves around it. Last 3. Hold it in your bicep curl. Give me 10 quick ins. Pull in and in. Just squeeze for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Drop this down and drop those weights. Just toss them to the side and then find your lighter weights. Maybe with your arms in your goalpost position. Little punches up here. Maybe here. Up and up. Tiny little punches up. Elbows come behind your waist. Then we do our rotator cuff. So it's down, up, rotator cuff. It's back, shoulder, rotator cuff. Just like that. In, hold. So we just want to hold in that position so we maintain the right form as we work into our rotator cuff. On the down, squeeze those elbows behind your back, almost like there's a pencil that goes from your top of your neck all the way down here. You're giving that a little bit of a squeeze, okay? Give that a little extra squeeze. Hold it down on your next one. Little squeezes in, in, in. Now we're giving those shoulders a little bit of a break here. I know they're tired from doing all that lifting there, so that's why we're giving a little break here. Just squeeze, squeeze. Now see how my wrist is in front of my elbow here? For these last 20, I'm gonna try and shift my wrist back a little bit. Yeah, that's nice. Just so it's in line with your elbow instead. Last 10 squeezes. 9, 8, 7, 6. We're coming into a T position in 4, 3, 2. T position. Little pulses up, up and up. Soft bend in those knees. Shoulders are relaxed. Give me 10 pulses with your palms facing me. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Let's do 10 pulses with your palms facing the ceiling. Here we go. 10, 9, 8. Little bicep work there, right? You feel those biceps start to pop? We're gonna do 10 with our palms facing behind us. Pinkies go toward the ceiling. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7. Those are hard. 6, 5, 4. We're gonna bring those palms back to face the ground. 20 more pulses. We're not gonna drop our arms as we come to bring our fingertips closer together. So if you need a break, take a break or drop the weights, switch to no weights. Last 8 counts. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Palms face each other as your hands come forward. Curl, extend, curl, extend. Now if you need a break, drop your elbows down here. If you have shoulder injuries, drop your elbows down. That's instead of just dropping your arms and taking a full break, just pop those elbows down a little bit so you still are working, but you're giving your shoulders a chance to kind of breathe and catch their breath. Then everyone bring those arms back up here. Hold your arms halfway, 90-degree position, chest presses out and in. You're almost done. Now on the out, do not do this. I'm rocking back and forth. None of that. Stable like you're a statue, like an old Greek statue. You're just frozen in space. All you're doing is moving those arms. Hold them in, little pulses up and up. You're almost done, I promise. You've got this. Soft bend in those knees. Shoulders are relaxed. Belly's pulled in. Bring those elbows right in front of your shoulders. Drop your palms down. Elbows bounce up, up and up and up. Last 10 counts. Come into a V position to finish. This was a little break for the tops of your shoulders, working into your deltoid arms. V position, bench stretch to finish. Stretch, stretch, last 30. Stretch. I know you're tired. Do not lean forward. Do not lean back. Belly right over your hips, shoulders right over your hips. Arms are stick straight for 10. 9, we stretch on 1 for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, release. Take those weights carefully, lay them down on the ground. You're done with them for all of class. Bring your right arm across your chest. Make sure those feet are hip distance apart and parallel. Roll your right shoulder down to level out your shoulders, almost like you're balancing a ruler on your shoulders. So just balance that ruler on your shoulders. Inhale and exhale. Right arm up for that tricep stretch. Gentle tug, soft bend of your knees. Hinge to the left, look under your bicep. Grow taller even though you're falling to the side. You're taking a nice stretch there for your tricep. And let's switch sides. Left arm across your chest, pull and roll. Soft bending those knees. Left shoulder is in line with your right. Left arm up, tricep stretch. Gentle tug, soft bend of those knees. Hinge to the right, look under your bicep. Now instead of falling to the side or falling forward, pull back, shoulders stay over hips. Gently pull on your left elbow. Feet come wide. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Lift your thumbs up. Bend your knees, hinge forward. Hold those fingertips together. One more second here. One more breath. Inhale. Release your hands to the ground. Stay folded over, just sway side to side. Let your back feel really heavy. Make sure your hands are like melting into the ground, okay? Falling into the mat. Stay folded over, shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. You're saying, I don't want to do thigh. And you're gonna smile before you roll up for 8 counts. It's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's set up for thigh work. You're gonna bring your left hand to the bar, and your feet are gonna come hip distance apart and parallel today. Extend your right toes out on the floor, okay? And then lift that leg up. You're gonna pulse, up, hold. Up, hold, okay. So there is a way to do this. In class, I'll normally do this facing the center of the room, okay? So if you have some sort of structure where you can place your hands on something like that, you can certainly do that. I'm assuming most people have chairs. They don't have the space to put their hands behind them. It's just too wide. So I'm modeling it here with just one hand on the bar. Up, hold. 3 more like that. Here we go. Up 3, up 2, hold it here. Now bench stretch for the hold, bench stretch, hold. I'm gonna show you what this looks like in profile, just so you can see what the movement of the leg is. It's bench stretch, hold. Stretch, hold. So I'm not actually even bending my knee. I'm just releasing the stretch. I release it and then re-stretch it out. Okay, stretch with a hold. Now you want to imagine that right at your belly button, okay, someone like punched you in the stomach and you start to hinge forward at that because you're like absorbing the punch. So you got to tuck of your tailbone and you're hinging forward at your belly button, not at your hips. So hinge forward at your belly button, okay? Almost like you have a little jelly bean here. You're trying to hold on to the jelly bean by keeping your belly really tight. 3 more slow stretch with a hold. 2, hold here, just pulse up, and up. Last 30, okay, keep going. Now out of this position, you're just gonna lower your foot, come onto the balls of your feet, and pulse hold here, okay, in a parallel 4th position. If you don't know what it is, I'm gonna explain in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, drop your foot to the ground. Come onto the ball of your right foot, come onto the ball of your left foot, and now bend both knees. Pulse down, hold. Pulse down, hold. You can see I'm shaking in this left leg, down with a hold. Press into the balls of your feet. That's gonna activate your glutes also. Down, hold. Shoulder blades pull back. Belly pulls in. I got good news. This counts as 2 of your sets, okay? So if you're saying, oh my God, this is so hard, it is really hard, this counts as 2. So you get 2 sets done in a single set. That also makes it harder. Shoulder blades pull back. Down and down and down and down. Belly pulls in. Inhale, exhale. Pulse and pulse. Now, you should have a light grip on your inside hand, but use it to help you get a little lower. Okay, so if you can just take your hands off, that's a balance, but we want to be in a position where it's so hard you have to hold on, which means I have to drop to about here. Now it's really hard for me to balance. I'd rather hold on. 10 more counts here. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. We got one more thing to do in this set. Then you're done. You're going to bring your left toes to your right knee. Here, pulse down, down, and down. Working that right glute, right thigh. Inhale, exhale, last 10 counts here. It's 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Face your support, wide second, pulse down with a hold. Down, hold, okay? So if you can't face your support, stay holding on with your left hand, okay? So you're facing the same direction you faced before. That's if you can't face your support. Now I'm gonna offer an option today. If you're facing your support, you're about an elbow's distance away. Maybe you can lean forward, hinge forward at your hips, not your waist. Pulse down with a hold. Down, hold. Down, hold. This is gonna put you more in like a squat position, right? Knees are over heels, butt sticking out, instead of a position where your shoulders are right over your hips. So you would do this, okay? If you can't do that, stay up. Same set, down, hold. Down, hold. Faster pulses, pulse. Or you look like this. I'm offering a lot of options today, just for people to do what feels good, what their support is, shoulder blades pulled back. When you take class with me, it doesn't really matter because I can plan around what the equipment we have. When I'm doing these videos, I'm really trying to think of what do people have, what can they do to push themselves. Right heel off the ground. And pulse, shoulder blades pull back, belly in. Inhale, exhale, and pulse, and pulse, and pulse, and pulse. Now, if you're facing the bar and you're hinged forward, it's not hinged forward at your belly. It's up. It's not the same position we did for leg lifts. It's a hinge forward at your hips, sticking your glute out, coming into that low position. Switch heels, pulse, and pulse. You're almost done. This is the middle of the sets. We'll do the other side leg lifts, and then you're all done with thighs for the entire day. You don't have to do them anymore, okay? So I want you to look at this. There is an end in sight. Now, both heels up or both heels down. Keep pulsing here. Pulse, pulse. The high heel is the challenge option there, okay? If you do that, walk your feet closer so your knees stay over your heels. Okay, if you're staying on flat foot for any reason, go back to these pulses here, okay? Inhale, exhale. And if you're here, looks like this. And if you're here, it looks like this. One hand off wherever you are, last 10 counts. 9, can you drop 5 inches for your last 5 counts? I know you can. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your right hand to your support. Extend your left toes out. Soft bending your right knee, tuck your hips under, lift that leg up with a hold. Here we go, up, hold. Up, hold. All right, so maybe you're facing a different direction. Maybe you can just switch the hand that you're on. Maybe you are on something where you can hold on, but we're pulsing our left leg up now, up, hold. We have to do the other side that we started with, then you're all done with your thigh set, okay? Shoulder blades are pulled back. If I face the other direction, you won't be able to see what I'm doing, so I'm gonna stay on with my left hand, but use my left leg. Bend, stretch slowly. Here we go, bend, stretch with a hold. Now look at your quad. If you're wearing tight pants, if you're wearing no pants, you can see your quad bulging through what you're wearing, okay? I want you to be inspired by yourself as you watch your quad explode because you're working that leg so hard. Point that toe all the way, okay? Now hinge forward right at your belly button, okay? Not at your hips, at your belly button, okay? Almost like someone karate chopped you right here, like you're trying to fold your upper body in half. Pulse up to finish, and up, and up. Just 20 of these, then we're gonna lower that foot, pop onto the balls of our feet, and finish with this set here in that parallel 4th position. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop that foot down, come onto the ball of your left foot. Now come onto the ball of your right foot, bend both knees, pulse down, hold. Down, hold. Down, hold. So this front thigh is working. This back thigh is working, you can see it shaking. Plus if I press into my back heel, I'm gonna feel a zing right up into my glute right here. So you're gonna get that bonus little glute workout, warming up our glutes for our seat set for class today. Shoulder blades are pulled back a little faster. Pulses, you're almost done. Pulse, would you believe that thigh is just about 7 minutes, right? Feels so much longer. Shoulders are right over your hips. I'm just gonna come into profile, make sure you're not doing this. You're not doing this. Hips aren't opening, they're square to those front knees. Last 10 counts, then you're gonna bring that back heel to your knee and finish blasting that left knee. In 8, 7, 6, light grip on that bar, right? No death grip. For 3, 2, right toe, left knee, and pulse, pulse, and pulse, and pulse, and pulse. Feels too much? Drop it down, just like that. Extend it out. Whatever you wanna do. Shoulders are back. Drop an inch lower for 10. 9, left heel high, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You made it. Face your support, grab onto your right foot, bend your left knee, tuck your hips under. Inhale, exhale, scoop that knee under. Okay, if you have a wall, you can hold onto the wall. It's gonna be sturdier. And then switch legs. Again, as you do this, you wanna be pulling your bent knee behind your standing knee that has a soft bend in it. Hips are tucked under. Inhale, exhale. And then spin around. You're gonna do 10 single count push-ups with a hold. Legs are gonna be straight. Belly's pulled in, hips tucked, or come to your knees, pull your heels to your seat. Try not to let those elbows go too wide out to the side. We bend and press. Bend and press. Just trying to get your heart rate up here before we come into a nice stretch to stretch everything out. You got 5 more, then you're gonna hold down and give me some pulses to finish. Last 3, press up with energy. 2, all the way up. Hold it here and pulse, and pulse. Pull those elbows a little closer into your waist. So instead of letting them go out here, pull them in, belly in. Last 10 pulses, it's 10, 9, you got this. 8, 7, 6, lower for 3, 2, and 1. Take that child's pose. Palms face the ceiling, thumbs pull down toward the mat. Take that nice stretch, well deserved. Let's stretch out those thighs. Bring your right foot in front, right knee over right heel. Left knee scooches back. So here's me scooching my knee back. Give me a little more stretch in the front of my left leg. Inhale, exhale. Now you're gonna take another quad stretch. You can uncurl your toes for a low lunge, or you can bend your left leg in half. Reach for it with your right hand and square your shoulders. Basically stretching out that quad one more time. Inhale, exhale. Make sure you're pulling your heel to your seat if you're holding onto your foot, or you have a stick straight leg. Then drop that leg back, shift your hips back. Half split flat back stretch. Left hips over left knee, okay? Pull back on your right hip forward with your left, pop your chest forward. Inhale, exhale. And then slide wider, your version of a split. Now that could be a couple of inches, that could be a couple of feet. If your right calf manages to make it to the ground, you could raise one or both arms up. Inhale, exhale. Leg pulls back in. Chin to chest, nose to knee, round back stretch. I T-band stretch today. Left hand outside of right ankle. Take that stretch there. Inhale, exhale. Head is heavy. And roll on up. Right hand meets left. Swing that leg around. Everything on the other side. Left foot in front. Right leg scooch behind. Don't just turn off the video because it's stretch time. Enjoy the stretches. Take your quad stretch. Low lunge or hold onto your foot. If you're holding onto your foot, square your shoulders. Your left shoulder should be touching your left knee. Pull your right heel to your seat and roll into the fleshy part of your right thigh instead of being on your knee. If you're in the lunge, you should have a stick straight, back leg, no bend in it, left knee still over your left heel. Release or lower, half split flat back stretch. Flat back, not round back. Chest is proud. Right hip over right knee. Pull back in your left hip forward with your right. If your hands don't reach the ground, bring them to your thighs. If you have yoga bricks, you can use the yoga bricks. Slide wider, your version of a split, couple of inches, couple of feet. Inhale, exhale. Leg pulls in, chin to chest, nose to knee, round back stretch. Let's get a little T-band. Right hand outside of your left foot. Inhale, exhale. Left hand meets right. Swing this leg around. Stay on your hands and knees. Hips come over your knees. So here I'm leaning forward. Here I'm leaning back. It's hips over knees, shoulders over wrists. Pull your belly into your spine, almost like you're trying to round your back, and then flatten it again. And then find that middle zone between an arch and a round. Belly's pulled in. Inhale, exhale. Lift your right leg off the ground. Flex your foot. Pull your heel to your seat. Punch up, hold. Here we go. Up, hold. Up, hold. Up, hold. Pull your heel in. Up, hold. Keep going. Up, hold. Now, any wrist injuries, you have a couple of options. You can come down onto your forearms, do the whole set like this, up, hold. If that still feels too much, you can come up to a standing position, feet are hip distance apart, flex your foot, pull your heel in, back, hold. This standing position would take all the pressure off your arms, right? You're not gonna have to worry about your upper body, you're not gonna worry about your core because you're just gonna focus on your leg. So any injuries there, come right up to standing. You're gonna do the whole set standing, not a big deal, and then you'll be there for the entire set. So get there and decide what feels good. Now I pull your heel in with a hold. Now I'm gonna show you some things. If I lift my knee higher, See how my back starts to arch? Now I'm letting my back really do the work instead of my glutes. That's not the point of this. We don't want to put this much pressure on our back. So instead of lifting your foot and arching your back, tuck your hips under, pull your belly into your spine, and then your leg's gonna drop. That's totally fine. Your leg does not have to be up here. It could be here and you could still be getting a great workout. Another thing we wanna think about, we don't want all the weight to be in our right hand. All the weight to be in our left hand. We actually want the weight to be even or more in your right. So you should be able to take your left hand and place it on the small of your back. Now pulse up and up, up and up, up and up, up and up. Well, let's point that toe. We're gonna finish this set with some inner thigh work. You're gonna bring your knee to your calf. I know it sounds a little crazy now. I'm gonna show you what it looks like when we switch to it. Once you get the hang of it, you'll see this is really easy. I'm gonna face the other direction though, so you can actually see what it looks like. Give me a few more of these. This is the end of this, so you wanna make sure that your hamstring is ignited, it's on fire. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, knee to calf. Cross, extend, point a toe, cross, extend. All right, you got it? Again, hard to see if I don't turn away, right? So it's cross, extend. Do not kick. You're not a horse here. You're not a rocket. You're controlling the movement. So it's down. As I do this, my glute starts to shake on my right side. Normal to feel this in your left. Okay, again, you're on your forearms if you need more support. If you're here, cross, back, cross, and back. For 5. You got this. 4 and 3, 2. Sit back into a child's pose or take a pull away stretch at the bar. Inhale, exhale. Let's switch to that other side. I'm just coming here so you can see the leg working. Pulse up, hold. Up, hold again. So if you're on your forearms, you are not gonna have to worry so much about your core, okay? You're giving it a chance to be in perfect alignment without focusing too much. Just don't let your belly totally pooch out. Pull your belly in a little bit. Try and tuck those hips under. Now, if you're on straight arms, that's gonna be a little harder for your shoulders, a little harder for your core. Your belly wants to stick in, your back wants to arch. Your job is to pull your belly in and tuck your hips under. Option, right hand on the small of your back there. Extend it out, maybe fingertips behind your head. Now pull in, hold. In, hold, okay? In, hold. Okay, almost like you're kicking your own butt with your heel, so you're pulling it in and holding it there. Really easy in this position to get a rebound like this. See how it pops out? In. I wanna just hold it. In, and then you come in from your inniest point, okay? Now if you're doing this standing, looks like this. In, hold, okay? No matter where you are, you're tucking your hips under, you're pulling your belly in. So even if you're standing, all the cues still work for you, okay? Choosing to stand is because you have a wrist shoulder injury, not because you think that standing's easier. Both these exercises are hard, okay? Nothing's easier or harder. You make it harder by pulling your belly into your spine, by tucking your hips under, by really thinking about your form. Pulse up to finish, or back if you're at the bar. Here we go, pulse up, and up, and up, and up. You've got this. Up and up. We're gonna work into our into our inner thighs next, okay? So let's start by pointing that toe that's pulsing up in the air, okay? Last few chances to really work only into that hamstring. Tuck your hips under, feel your glute lifting your leg. 10 more, then we bring that knee to our calf. And 8, 7, 6. If you had one hand off the ground, probably makes sense to bring it back now. Knee to calf. We cross, extend, cross, cross. Crossing it out. Super hard, okay? Feel your thighs slap together on the way down, like you're really trying to cross it behind, almost like it's like an oblique crunch, right? Where we think about crossing to get into our obliques. You're doing the same thing for your inner thighs now, so cross them. You only have a few more here to work your inner thighs. I want you to feel like they're on fire right here. Last 5 counts. 5. You get another child's pose. 4, 3, 2, and take your child's pose. Palms face the ceiling, thumbs pull down toward the mat. This time, walk your hands to your left, sink into your right hip. Slightly different stretch there. Inhaling and exhaling. Just breathe into this, switch sides. And then everyone has to lie down now, even if you were at the bar before. So lie down, okay? You're gonna come into a side plank position on your left side. If that feels like too much for you, don't come into it, just lie all the way down. No one is doing this though, okay? You have to choose up or all the way down. Bend just your left leg in half, almost like we're doing the start of a pretzel. Right heel in line with your knee, right knee in front of your hip. So look at that 90-degree angle right there. It's the number one thing I fix in class, okay? And then extend your right leg long so it's out to the side. Pulse up with a hold. Up, hold. Right here, right? Up with a hold. Up, heel. Anyone else getting a crunch in their right oblique? Right here, right? Up, hold. Right there, you're feeling it. Tiny movement, okay? Yes, I can do this. This is way less efficient, just hold. Up, hold. Up, hold. Relax those shoulders. Up, hold. Up, hold. Inhale, exhale. Pull out of that left side or lie all the way down. Inhale, exhale. Hold. 3 more here. 3, 2, hold it here. And now you're gonna bring your toe, your right toe, in line with your left toe. So it's at a diagonal. Bend, stretch, hold. Bend, stretch, hold. Feel that weight kind of transfer here. Now don't lean back. See how I'm letting my hips sink out? You want to keep your hips square. Bend, stretch, hold. Now every time you bend, stretch, press into your hand. Bend, stretch, hold, press. Bend, stretch, hold, press. Your right fingertips. Bend, stretch, hold, press. Stretch, hold, press. Right here, you're activating more of your obliques, okay? Now if you're saying my leg is really tired, I got bad news because we're going to finish with the hardest position, bend, stretch, hold. The good news, it's only going to be 50 pulses, which go by really fast when we count them fast. You got 10 more slow here. We're going to bring our toes in line with your left knee. That is the goal. You might not hit that. That's totally fine. Inhale, exhale. If you need to drop because you're feeling some pain in your shoulder, drop now. For 2, last one, flex that foot. Bring that heel in line with your knee. Pulse up and up, up. If you can't do it all the way there, that's okay. You come out here. Do not come back here. Okay, all the way as far forward as you can get. Now I was in a class the other day and I was kind of doing it here because it hurts anyway. I mean, it always hurts. And the teacher just came by, grabbed my heel and shoved it this way. And I said, yeah, they're right. So no one's there to do that for you now. Can you do that for yourself? Last 20 already. Pulse up here. Right hip stacked over left. Don't lean back. I know you're tired. Body's trying to help you. Put all the work into that glute. 10 and you're done here. 10, 9, working into the side of your seat. Full seat workout today for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Press on up. Left leg long, right foot crosses over. If you can handle more of this stretch, you're going to bend your bottom leg. It's going to feel so tight right here, but I know you got a good workout if you feel it there, okay? Bonus, maybe you got an oblique workout. Why don't we twist over to the right? See if you can feel any pressure release in those obliques. If you did, awesome work. You got that oblique workout as well. And then switch to the other side. Again, if you're less flexible, extend your bottom leg long. You don't have to bend that in half. Inhale, exhale. Maybe you forgot, but we got one more side to do, okay? So you're gonna lie down, either plank position or lie all the way down. Bend your right leg in half. So there's a right angle right behind your knee, heel in line with knee, knee in line with hip. Extend your left leg long. Pulse up, hold. Here we go. Up, hold. Up, hold. Right in line, right? Maybe an inch behind if you feel like that gets you a little more of a crunch. Relax those shoulders. Up. Up, hold. Hips are stacked. Left hip over right. You're asking for all this weight of your leg to be put into your glute here, okay? Now, if you can curl out of your shoulder, your right shoulder, come into a plank, you're in a side plank on your right side, working those obliques, and you get this oblique crunch on your left side. A few more slow here, okay? Now, to make this harder, you can always add a weight in your hand to your hip. So just a little more for your leg to lift. I'd start with 2 pounds there. I know you're like, I could do 10 or something. I would start with like a 2-pound weight if you're taking that option. 3 more slow, double check that front leg. We want perfect form here. Form matters for efficiency of workout. 2, leg to a diagonal. Bend, stretch, hold. Bend, stretch, hold. All right, so now your toes are in line with each other, like they're on the same line, but your left leg's on a higher plane. Stretch with a hold. It's just a diagonal if that helps too. You can just say, oh, my leg's at a diagonal, stretch, hold. Try not to let it drop here. Stretch, hold. See how low that is? That's not enough weight in my leg. I want to lift it here. Stretch, hold about hip height, okay? We don't want to be up here. See, as soon as I go up here, my shoulder starts to crunch. So if I go down here, I could certainly come a little bit higher, but this is just as effective, and it doesn't get into our back at all. So it's going to work the same part of our body, but not get into our back. If you're in that plank, pull out of it. We got 10 more slow, then we're going to finish with that leg all the way in front, okay? Earn your stretch at the end of this. When we stretch, it feels so good because you work so hard now. So right now, work really hard, finish this. Bring that leg all the way in front, flex that foot, pulse up, up, you've got this. Okay, if you need to lie down, if that's gonna give you the energy you need to work into your glute, lie down. This is not the oblique part of class, okay? This is the glute part of class. We wanna work our glutes now. Inhale, exhale, pulse up and up. You're almost done here. Press into that left hand, activate those obliques. Inhale, exhale. If you want to pop onto that plank, finishing here, you got 20 more pulses, up, up, flex foot, like you're going to stamp something with your heel. That's how hard your foot is flexed. Look at that quad, it should be bulging. Maybe bring those toes even closer. 10, 9, 8, stacked hips, shoulders stacked, for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, release. Sit on up, left foot crosses over, right leg goes long, or bend it in half for that deeper stretch for your glute. Right here, right? Try and sink both hips into the mat instead of going like this. Okay, I know it's tight. Drop it, and if you need to, extend that bottom leg long. All right, get into those obliques a little bit, stretch out. Inhale, exhale. Try and relax your shoulders away from your ears. Switch sides. Okay, I'm gonna offer an option today to place your feet into the wall for a set of abs. If that feels like something you don't wanna do, you don't have to do it. It's just an option. You can just plant your feet on the ground. This is just gonna give us a little more support, okay? So you're gonna press your feet into the wall, and then you want your knees to be right over your hips, and then you're gonna lie down on your elbows. So you look like this with your feet pressed into the wall. Now you can see here, my hips are closer than my knees, so I'm gonna scooch an inch closer there. So I have that perfect 90-degree angle. Okay, make your hands into fist, curl your fist into your elbow. Now press into your feet and tuck your hips under. Do that with me 3 times. I'm gonna lower my hand just so you can see what it looks like. It goes tuck 3, tuck 2, now hold the tuck. You never let go of that tuck. Look at your shirt. If it doesn't have wrinkles in it, I want you to pull your belly down to the mat like a heavy magnet is pulling you down. And then pull your belly in, curl center with a hold, curl, hold. Curl, hold. Curl, hold. Okay, if you need a support mat, you would place it right behind your mid-back, but your elbows right now are your support mat. That's what's helping you stay up there. So before you grab that mat, press it to your elbows and see if you can use that to help drive you forward a little bit. Curl, hold. 3 more, slow, 3, 2, hold this last one, so hold your curl. You can hear my voice shake as I pull my belly in. This is a very hard part. You're gonna take your right hand and press it into your right thigh for 10 counts. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release, shake it out. Okay? Fists into your shoulders. Curl with a hold center. Curl, hold. Okay, so if you're not doing it with a wall, you look like this. Curl, hold. Curl, hold. And then when we press, you do the same thing you press, okay? That press is harder and it's easier to lose your form in that raised position. That's why we're doing it down here to start. So you can really get deep into your abs for our first ab set. But if you feel like